Yo, welcome on back to another sports reaction video. I'm that Lions fan down in the front row of Ford Field who passed out by having just a sip of a White Claw. My name's Jackal, and on today's video, we're going to let this bitch play because there's a lot of motherfucking highlights. There's a lot of highlights. We're just going to let her play. We're going to be checking out the Lions' absolute rout. The Lions' absolute drubbing of the Chicago Bears with their former offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, coming on and back to Detroit with his Caleb Williams-led squad to try to take on MCDC, Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, and the brand new Lions. After, because this is totally the first game of the season I'd watch. Yep, totally. That nothing happened this time last week on Sunday. Nope, not at all. Nope, this is the first game of the season. We just decided to take a game down as a challenge to the team. Yep, that was it. This was very much needed because I think what often people don't get is that weeks 1 and 2 of the NFL are sort of like the Twilight Zone, if you will. Because remember this time last year, the Saints were 2-0 after beating their opponents by a combined score of like 84-14. The Saints looked like a frickin' buzzsaw the rest of the way, or the beginning of the season, and then they only won about like 2 more games the rest of the way, because nobody plays their starters in the preseason, and nobody gets that gel, no one gets that cohesion, no one gets that practice essentially. So this is the starters preseason. Granted, I think Green Bay is still going to be a lot better than people had expected, and not a case of the Lions being worse than people expected for that matter. Again, also only week 2. We can fast forward to December where that's entirely not the case, or I'm exactly correct. Who knows? We'll know in about 2 or 3 months. As far as this game goes, I think people were expecting Ben Johnson to come in and put on a masterclass performance. And up until this point in the game, up until about 7-8 minutes into it, it looked like that was going to be the case. Because a tied ball game going back and forth with his former team and Amon-Ra putting on an absolute frickin' show, it looked like it was going to be the case. In a realistic sense, everything that happened last week looked like it was fixable. It wasn't necessarily, in my opinion at least, it didn't look like it was Green Bay being that entirely much better than the Lions. It looked like Green Bay was smart enough and, coached enough to be able to take advantage of the mistakes that the Lions gave them. Because the protection right there, it's good. Granted, also the Bears' pass rush is probably a lot worse than the Packers at this point since, they gave the fucking Cowboys a pack of peanuts and a firm handshake for fucking Michael Parsons. Thanks a lot, Jerry Jones, you bastard. Could have given him to any other fucking team in the league, but no, you had to give him to the Packers, and that should have been a touchdown. I just think that it's very weird from the perspective of a Lions fan because you look at the Bears, and the Bears' defense is playing out of their mind, and the offense seems to struggle. Well, I say playing out of their mind. They got 52 points put up on them this game. When everybody thought the Bears' offense was going to be electric and electrifying because Ben Johnson was the most sought-after head coaching candidate because of everything that he did with the Lions' offense, and then all of a sudden he got to Chicago and realized, holy shit, I don't have the pieces that I did in Detroit. I have to deal with the Chicago offense. Interesting how that works. Aaron Glenn, Detroit loves Aaron Glenn because he actually went to a different frickin' division. And also, Brian Branch was shot out at DeAndre Swift like a fucking missile. I've seen the angle of it on TikTok. Brian Branch Just shoots out of a cannon at DeAndre.
He comes up,
boop, right on the ball. He lost his little antenna, though, his little mouth guard, but it still loosens the ball, lodges the ball loose, whatever you feel like using to describe it. It's weird that, Ben Johnson was the offensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn was the defensive coordinator. Ben Johnson can't really get an offensive drive together to save his life, and Aaron Glenn can't seem to make a stop in New York to save his life. Like, the Bills put up 30-plus points on the Jets, and the Jets were also in a shootout with the Steelers in weeks 1 and 2. Again, it's only week 2. Like, this is a long season. It's a very long season. We got a long way to go. So everybody's forming these opinions and shit now. They're just trying to get some clicks. They're just trying to get their views. Like how Jake Bates is apparently washed because he's missed 2 kicks already. Like I just said. It's almost like I'm still watching this at the same time while trying to get all my pieces in. It's very odd how all that worked out, and everybody always thought that the band was going to sort of stay together because Kirby Joseph is going to get another pick on your favorite quarterback, and Kirby Joseph already has a pick going into week 3 of the season, and Kirby Joseph did the fumble play right in front of Ben Johnson, and I think that was a hilarious turnover celebration. I'm not going to be very braggadocious or loud or boisterous with this team as I was last year, because at this time last year we were also 1-1 heading into week 3. This was the Tampa Bay game where we couldn't seem to find a way into the end zone at all after fighting tooth and nail with the Rams in week 1 and winning it in overtime. So technically, this time last year, we're exactly where we were at now. It's just people seem to forget that the Buccaneer loss looked just as bad as the Packers loss did in week 1, in my opinion. Now, the schedule the rest of the way was a lot more favorable last year. This year's schedule is going to be a fucking gauntlet because Baltimore next week and a lot of the AFC North looks good. Well, they looked better, especially the Bengals, but now that Joe Burrow's toe is broken, the Bengals look a lot more beatable now, but what are you going to do? Heading into Baltimore next week is going to be fucking rough. It's going to be rough. You like how I'm talking about next week more than this actual game? It's like, what do you want me to highlight and review here with this one? 52-21. Like, what productive here is there to talk about that you don't already see to begin with, dog? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to shit talk anybody, but that's the case. Just trying to be productive conversation moving forward here. I don't need the number 1 seed this year. I don't. If you want it as a Lions fan, sure, go for it. If you want to win the division this year, sure, go for it. If we don't win the North this year, I'm not going to be that upset. It feels like we never won it my entire life growing up, and we didn't. And we won it recently, and we won it twice in a row. That's great. We got it out of our system. I feel good about it now. We won the division, first place, home field advantage. Yeah. My biggest thing moving forward now is that clearly the 1 seed, clearly the home field advantage, it doesn't fucking matter that much. Sure, it's great to have home field this year. Now, maybe, because last year we were undefeated on the road, maybe this year we could be undefeated at home. Maybe. If we need home field advantage this year, sure. Do I just have sour grapes, the fact that we had the 1 seed and home field advantage last year and we still pissed it away? A little bit. But I'm just going to shut up right now, and we're just going to enjoy this next catch together. We're going to watch it. Here it comes. Nope, never mind. Next play. I lied. Don't laugh at me. I lied. Next play. Here it comes.
They're just not playing for the field goal only.
Oh, even the announcer. Oh, I want to hear that again. Even the announcer.
There's Goff.
Oh! Oh!
There's Goff.
Oh! It's so good. Isaac Tesla, coleslaw. Oh my God. The white Calvin Johnson coming out to play. 2 catches in the NFL. Both catches fucking spectacular. And Ahmad Rock getting a tutty before half, 28-14. I don't know what it means, but he didn't have to do it to him. I just want this team to make the playoffs. I got 2 wants for this team this year. Number 1, make the playoffs. Number 2, be healthy. Be healthy. Just be healthy. Be healthy. I don't want fucking 43 injuries or whatever the hell we had to deal with last year. And they're already starting to pile up. Davenport, Mahogany. I know Brian Branch was limping off the field at one point. Just be healthy. Just be healthy, please. Oops. Even still, I know Hutch probably isn't as 100% as people claim he is. I know he got a sack still. It makes me feel good, but I want him to get his win back. Like, I want everybody to be healthy. I know Decker already is going to be, kind of limited at practices since he's getting older. He's going on 10 years in the fucking league, so we're probably going to need a new left tackle here soon. Beautiful. Beautiful down the middle. I want players to be healthy. We had the injury bug absolutely annihilate this fucking roster last year. And the fact that Davenport is already getting hurt again when people knew he was going to get hurt, and Zadarius Smith was right there, and now that Zadarius Smith is a fucking Philadelphia Eagle, it makes me sick to my stomach. But that doesn't. Waymo getting that tutty right there. Waymo does not make me sick to my stomach. Waymo got a bag. Waymo also better show out because he got that bag. But Jameson is also locked down for the next 3 years, I think. Amon Ra's locked down. Jamo's locked down. Panay's locked down. Kirby's locked down. We need to get BB locked down. We got to get Jack Campbell locked down. Hutch locked down. Laporta locked down. Gibbs locked down. Monty locked down. We got a lot more people we need to pay. So that window of we need to win one before we lose our pieces that we have built through the draft, it's soon. It's soon. It's this year, next year, whatever year you feel like saying. But I'm excited moving forward. This fixed a lot of issues that people had last week, especially me. If you listen to the 3 Counted Out podcast, which I am a part of, you know that I had a lot of gripes about the play calling and such, and I didn't like that Johnny Morton didn't really want to do that downfield sort of shots too much, where Jared Goff, threw the ball 50 fucking times and only had, 100 yards passing because it was all just screen passes and behind the line passes. But when you have the running game of Sonic and Knuckles getting down to the red zone like that, you got to open up the field. If they're not respecting the deep ball, take advantage of it. Make them respect the deep ball. Make them respect Amon-Ra. Make them respect J-Mo. Make them respect the, I think, Call of Duty Revive celebration, the self-revive. Hit the self-revive. I think it was a self-revive.
That's a celebration. That's just great.
I have big hopes for this team. And I love everything that they've put together. And I'm very anxious about Baltimore because Baltimore's a good team. I couldn't tell you the last time the Lions beat Baltimore. I know the last time we played them, we lost like 42-7. So I hope that's not the case again because we have big issues with Lamar, and especially now that Davenport is hurt again. We're going to have some issues probably getting to the quarterback and keeping him contained. So we're going to have to rely on the secondary quite a bit. But when Terrion Arnold's getting the fucking pick, it shouldn't matter, though. Because BB came in like a fucking missile at him again. It's so funny. I love Brian Branch so much. Just to kind of wrap things up here as we'll sort of analyze stuff the rest of the way. Great fucking team win. bring it the same energy for Baltimore. Keep it close. Don't let them blow you out. Keep them contained. We don't need the win to the division. Just make the playoffs and stay healthy.
Goes untouched into
Keep it close with Baltimore. Make the playoffs. Stay healthy is my mantra for the rest of the season.
We did.
So when you get that sort of play action dump off to Brock Wright, we'll analyze the rest of the way now since I've ran out of stuff to talk about. Because there's not much to talk about. It was a great win. It was a fucking blowout.
Seriously.
All right.
Why?
Single back. Jameer in the backfield. Pitch. Reverse pitch the opposite way as everybody faked right. Jameer went left. Great fucking deke right there. Oh, my goodness. And I think Jalen Johnson of the Bears also went out for the year with a groin injury, so now their secondary is going to be a little bit strained as well. Boop. Third touchdown for Amon-Ra. Into the crowd with that little girl right there. Little girl hitting the Riz. Touching up Amon-Ra. Jared Goff's going to celebrate with him. Much worse celebration. Much worse celebration.
By the Bears. Nobody covers them.
Monty on the block, great team win. Everybody happy. It's too easy, baby. Shout out, it's too easy. That little girl hitting the Riz right in the front row. She's so freaking funny. Oh, there we go. The golf celebration just headbutts the girl right in the freaking face. Caleb Williams in the backfield hits Cole Kmet for a nothing burger ball. Starters out, getting some backups in, making sure nobody gets hurt. Actually pulling the starters so we don't get starters injured. It's a great call. Beautiful. Amik Robertson right there. Big win. 52-21. I love it, man. I love it. Baltimore next week. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm excited for everything moving forward with this team. So only time will tell. Baltimore really had their way with the Brownies last week, but hopefully we can put up a little bit better of a fight. And we can't do that until this video comes to a close. So if you enjoyed today's upload, make sure you hit that like button. Comment down below any more reactions you want to see from me in the future. Please subscribe to the channel, my friend, as it helps small YouTubers channels like this one a ton. And with that being said, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I'll see you in the next one. I love you, bye.